This is the root key that you need to know. By just trying to heal ourselves, by just trying to understand ourselves, that's what I did, okay? By just trying to understand myself, right? By just questioning and trying to answer it myself, like trying to reasoning myself, like why this thing happen, okay? Why I react like this? Why I react like this when people do me this, da 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 da, okay? It's all built on my triggers, okay? Oh my god. I haven't wear contact in so long, so I'm gonna be tearing up in a bit. So by just doing that, by just trying to understand myself, I understand world. Why not I make a video while I'm putting on my contacts? Last time, when I was naive, I went out into the real world. When I say real world, it means that I just graduate and I start working as an adult, right? I was expecting people to treat me well, but damn, world is wounded. We are wounded. I'm wounded because if I'm not wounded, I won't be attracting those kind of things to me, those kind of experience, whatever happened to me. So this one, I'm gonna recap everything and I'm gonna give you conclusion, okay? Anyways, after everything that happened, right, I thought when I come back, I cry so bad. I'm like, I hate the system. I hate it so much. Why can't I just like, oh my god. Let me try. This is second attempt. So when I come back, I cried so bad. I'm like, wow, people so mean. And I'm like, I'm gonna be prime minister and I'm gonna run a island or a village where we don't do money system. And then as I grow, right, I mean, as I expand and as I learn more about the system, to be honest, I was just healing my own wounds. I was just doing the shadow works. The more I do that and the more I read about things, you know, it's just normal things. Just the more you pay attention, the more I am being aware of whatever happened to my surrounding and whatever happened to myself. And the more I ask, like the more I study in depth, I learned that. So there's a progress, right? There's a process to it. This is the root key that you need to know. By just trying to heal ourselves, by just trying to understand ourselves, that's what I did, okay? By just trying to understand myself, right? By just questioning and trying to answer it myself, like trying to reasoning myself, like why this thing happen, okay? Why I react like this? Why I react like this when people do me this, da 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 da, okay? It's all built on my triggers, okay? Oh my god. I haven't wear contact in so long, so I'm gonna be tearing up in a bit. So by just doing that, by just trying to understand myself, I understand world. That's why I ask everyone to do shadow work, because when you do shadow work, you just focus on yourself and you start understanding what's going on around you, what's going on in your life, what's going on to people who interact with you, what's going on to people who harassing you, who assaulting you. By understanding ourselves. That's why you don't have to do much. So after I'm understanding things, right, by doing shadow works, I start looking at things differently, because it kind of expand my knowledge about things and how to look at things. So, oh my goodness. So what happened is, so the more I expand my knowledge, I keep changing my mind when I look at things from time to time. That's why I've said this in another video last time. Okay, first time I read The Alchemist, I look at it differently. Second time I read Alchemist, it was different time. It's like a 1 year apart. I can't remember. And then the third time I read Alchemist, I understand it another different point of view, you know, because my knowledge keep expanding and how I look at things keep changing. That's why people say like, why, like I had a conversation with my ex-schoolmate last time, like recently. It was like few weeks, last week, I can't remember, but it was recent. I scold her for reaching out to me. So I scold her because actually I have noticed it that every time she try to text me, she will ask me random things and then she ghosts me. I don't want to have conversation. And then after a while, something happened to me. I don't know, maybe I post something on social media. It's not like something happened to me like that, but that's how I look at things, right? Every time I seems happy on social media, and then she texts me again, like asking about me. I'm like, so for a few times I still entertain her, until recently, especially, that I've changed my mind. I've changed my perspective on how to look at things, because I've been expanding my knowledge expands. Okay, so however I look at things now, I might look at things differently tomorrow. So to be honest, I already have this pent up feeling about her. Like, I don't like this girl. But the second time, actually, before that day, the recent one, she texted me. Actually, I already unfriend her, because did you just ghost me after I give you advice? Like, you're the one who came through and asked me shit. Like, I'm trying to help you, and then you just like flat just like that, right? So I don't like it. I'm that time, like, are you a fucking monitor spirit or something? Like, la. So I unfriend her, and then like she come through again. I tell this to her. I'm like, are you a fucking monitor spirit? I'm just like, you're giving monitor spirit energy, because you keep coming back asking me things, and then you just come and go at ease. Like, what do you want from me? And then she say, I don't want nothing. So then don't reach out to me if you don't want nothing, right? By the way, main point is, so she told me that I'm sorry, because last time, according to our last conversation, you kind of give me impression that you're open to talk. Then I'm like, I don't want to share the chat conversation here, because confidential whatsoever. But right now, I'm just trying to tell you my experience, my encounters, okay? So if you're watching me, bitch, anyways. And I'm like, nah. I'm so done. I told her, I'm so done with people like you. You're giving money to spirit, because you keep coming back trying to know about myself, about what I'm doing with my life and whatnot. Who the fuck are you? What do you want from me? Are you paying my bill? What the fuck you want to know about my shit? Where the fuck were you when I was doing my shit? You're not there to support me or whatever, so don't ask. Don't play with me, stupid bitch. Anyways, what I'm trying to say, how I look at things is changing. So if last time I want to move to village, run a fucking village without money system, so you can just like, if you want to eat, just trading, you know, just go back to shit. Today, I'm like, working is good. Making money is good. Making a living with money system is good. Because if not because of money, if not because of you have to work hard for your freedom, I won't be working hard right now, honey. Why do you think I'm working hard right now? Because I want what I want, and I have my eyes on the price, and that price requires me to work hard. Okay, that's why. So this is kind of a warning as well to people. It's like, so now you know, if like people change their mind, right? You're gonna act oblivious, like, what happened? What have I done wrong? Why you blocked me out of the blue? Why blah 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 blah, bitch? Because people start thinking. That's why. Because people start expanding their knowledge about things. That's why they make up their mind about something. If last time I was so fine, because guess what? Last time I went out, my eyes on the prize as well. I wanted to be artist, right? So I'm like, let's networking, right? I want to make more friends. I want to make a lot of friends. I want to keep cool friends around, because they're gonna help me shit, right? But then these cool kids don't even like help me, don't even like support me. These cool kids was like, don't even have like advice or good shit to give to me. So I'm like, then I start, what's the point of keeping friends around? But that friends is right? I myself was as well, so I'm like, I don't need more friends. Let me just do on my own. Then when I heal, it's over. Okay. So some friends, they're like, what have I done wrong? We were cool. I was listening to you. Stay cool like that, because you never change, because you stay the same. So I'm out. I have other things to do. I'm out. I'm on to different things now. I'm out. Now let me share with you how I look at things with my different perspective. You know, we have 24 hours a day only. How many hours do we sleep? 8 hours? I sleep longer than that, okay? The older we get, the longer we want to sleep. But when I wake up, I surprise, bitch. Do I have time to? No. Me, I want to grow because I have something I want to catch right now. Sometimes I spend 4 hours on TikTok. But it's okay. It's my choice. Who the fuck are you to come and tell me like you don't even have time for friends? Yes, I actually made video about this that I don't understand friend, especially if I have boyfriend. Let me tell you, my work gonna be super occupied because my boyfriend is my best friend. Okay, I do have friends, but friends that I work with, business partners, that's my friend. We don't make business with friends, okay? But my business partner, we business partner first and then we become friends, okay? That's the life that I'm attracting. We only friends when we're around to work together. Then it's over. You know why my boyfriend is my best friend? It's because the only time we talk is during lunch, like during meal, when we're dining, when it's time for just us together. Because we're gonna be occupied with our own shit too, bitch. Everyone, I don't have time no more to make time for keep up over what. So I wish everyone's well, and I hope people actually like see the importance of YOLO. You only live once, and we only have 24 hours in a day. Sometimes I do have times where I'm like, the fuck, I can't wait to go to bed to sleep. I do have those times too, but still I have times where I'm like, I wish I had friends, but I cannot keep up with that commitment, and I do not understand how it goes like, because especially my friends already have partner, right? So I'm like, then why do I have to entertain you? Like, if you need some shoulder to listen to, shoulder to cry on, if you need anything, why don't you just go to your boyfriend? Why me? You see, I don't. If you want to get something from me, I'm gonna get back whatever I give to you. That's why I like to find funny friends, because they make my day. When they make my day, I'm gonna buy them anything they want, so that they can continue make my day. You know, just being themselves is funny already. My old friend used to say like, I'm not your fucking entertainer. What I learned from shadow works, it really helped me debunk everything that I learned from school and whatever I learned from society norm. It really, like, just by trying to understanding myself, I debunk everything and I start looking at things differently. And yesterday I had realization in the shower. I can't remember when. I just finished a new book, so I'm like, I had another realization and I start looking at things differently again. And this time it's like, I'm ready for the rat race again. Rat race is just life. Let's go. Yesterday I had this moment. I'm like, wait a minute. I think I'm turning into conservative person. I sound like conservative boomer. I had this like a trip in my head. I'm like, why people hate me? And then I'm like, do I start sounding like conservative boomer now? Because, you know, I post things about I'm bi, my pronouns are blah, 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 blah. It means you have wounded root chakra, right? And I'm like, did I trigger people with that post? But I meant well. Now that I trying to relearn everything from within, it's because I'm just doing shadow work and I start relearning everything. When I do shadow work, I naturally debunk everything that I've learned from school. All those ignorance system, I am debunking it naturally just because I'm trying to understand myself, okay? So if I start to turn into a conservative person, at least I'm a conservative person from high vibrational frequency perspective. I'm saying that from justice perspective, not from ignorant perspective, not from ego-driven perspective, but this is from justice perspective. This is from natural perspective. Because I would say right and wrong is, it's not subjective, but it's still like anything that this is nice from Indonesia. I'm saying like I'm turning into conservative, but conservative from evolved perspective, not the unevolved perspective. Unevolved perspective is the one who's like, oh my goodness, I read this book. She literally mentioned whatever I have posted in my thread before, okay? Or maybe it was mentioned in my video. I was saying about man perspective, like men unevolved system and how they look at women. Like basically they want women to be their fucking shadow. Don't get me started. I'm gonna start this again in a different video. But now I'm a fucking conservative from natural perspective, our nature perspective. Because in my dating video, if not mistaken, and the recent video I posted, actually I said something about being a housewife, stay at home, and then just do the nurturing job, because that's my energy. See, I'm literally explaining my energy, right? And if you think that you sound like a boomer now, that's one thing. I'm trying to make sense, like why people don't want to listen to me. Is it because I sound like your mom now? I'm trying to serve y'all, okay? I'm trying to remind you, because if you're bi, I'm just letting you know that you're confused, so you don't be mad at me. Just go on, experience life and study more and expand your, get to know yourself. That was me being honest, and I'm telling you the reasoning why you keep attracting confusion in your life, in your reality. Why your boss is confusion. Why whatever happened to you surrounding around you, your mom, your dad, everything's confusion. Because you yourself is confusion. If you're not confusion, you're not gonna attract confusion. Back, we're gonna come back to the conclusion that if you start noticing the traits in you that leads toward confusion, start doing shadow work. Start understanding yourself. Start asking yourself, who am I? Why am I here? What do I love to do? Why do I hate that girl so much? Why do I hate her guts? Why? I have to give you this example. Okay, you know why my dad hate my guts so much? Is because last time in his childhood, he wasn't able to, he's very good at drawing and whatnot, right? He's actually like right brain, like me too. His brother is very good in music as well, but it's because the dad keep telling him like, stop doing that shit, right? Stop, just do it right. That's why now when he see me really don't give a fuck about what he got to say about me, I was literally like, let me be, like I want to do art, let me be. Like I literally challenge whatever he was taught before in his childhood, whatever he believed last time in childhood, the unevolved way of parenting into his childhood. I'm testing him right now. It's judgment. My presence is judgment to him. That's why he hate me so much. He hate my gut so much. He couldn't understand my gut so much because he wasn't able to understand it back then. Nobody going to explain whatever is good and whatever is wrong back then to him. That's why when he look at me behaving like this, he's like, why are you keep testing me? I'm not testing you. I'm just being. And me being is testing your limited belief. And that's why you have problem with me. And another thing about him, right? So I am very talkative kind of person. I think I inherited it from my mom. Actually, I heard that my grandpa as well is a figure as a leader or something, like imam or something. Okay, So I inherit their confidence and their ability to use their swords, right? So every time when people do me wrongs, I always talk back. My dad hated it so much. She scolded me for talking back as well. My mom slapped me for talking back as well. But let's go back to my dad, right? Why? Because last time in his childhood, he couldn't express himself. Every time he tried to express himself, his dad screamed at him. And that's what he does to us. When people start communicating truth, he went crazy. He's like, no, stop! Stop! Yeah. He went dramatic. Like, stop! Like, what the fuck are you stopping me for? Like, I'm trying to communicate the truth. I'm trying to communicate the problem so that we can solve together. But then there he goes, like going crazy, like, oh, stop, like that to my mom, sometimes to me. Last time I tried to talk to my parents, I'm like, hey guys, I want to talk to you guys. So I went to their room and I tell them like, hey, so I don't want to wear. And that's what happened. Both my parents are crazy, like when I start communicating, because they never had people. They were not raised in a household where it's safe to communicate truth. You see, I learned all this from trying to understand myself. So if you try to understand yourself too, you can help so many people while you're helping yourself. Okay, when you're trying to understand yourself, you start to go in alignment, because you start to know that, oh my god, I love doing this, I love doing that. And then when you're in your alignment, right, universe will show you synchronicity. Like, they will align. What I mean by alignment is like, it's a straight line. Now you're walking a straight line. Okay, universe already paved the path for you. So if you're walking on your path, your specific path, right, they already prepare everything that you need for you. That's why when I watch movies, when I read books, I don't even choose what book I want to read. Okay, and I don't even choose what movie. I mean, it's literally, I'm browsing the movies, I'm like, the cover looks cute, let's watch this. I like this guy, let's watch this. And then the movie have the message that I needed. Like books, literally, I'm like, I'm bored, and then I go into my room and I start browsing the shelves, because I shared the shelf with my sister, right? And then I'm like, oh my god, she has this book, and I start reading it, and boom, the book explains my life. She's Paulo Coelho's collection are hers, but she barely read it. Oh my god, look, God literally bring in my sister extra bonus kind of thing, like extra deed that she don't even realize for herself, that she contributes a lot in my growth. Because all the new books she bought, she has this, she likes buying books, but most of her books she has never read yet. I'm the one who's reading it, and all the books that she bought have message for me. There's few other books as well that she bought, and then she suggests me, like sometimes I ask her, like, what are you reading now? Do you have any book you can suggest to me? When she suggests me, I'm like all the book that she's reading is like, but then all the book that she hasn't read, magic. Yes, I'm give you the title. She was reading, like, the one that she was reading is Art of Don't Give a Fuck. Art of Don't Give a Fuck. That shit's tacky as fuck. But the rest of her collection, I love it so much. It really helps me a lot. It contributes a lot. I don't know, it's so random how I was led. Things are very random. Like, out of the blue, on my Google search, there's like list of books about spiritual and whatnot, and I'm like, let's just read this one. And then boom, it really speaks to me. It really answers everything that I look for, and it really mentioned things that have happened to me. I can share about this too in different video. And then sometimes I found books from TikTok's book suggestion, right? Literally, I'm like, let's see what book I want to read. Let me just pick this one. Boom. One day I was like trying to clear my iCloud, I have few devices. So I was on my iPad, if not mistaken. I was browsing through my books collection, a PDF collection. Guess what I found? So at the time, I was reading Nostradamus book from Dolores Cannon, and she was talking about time travels and whatnot, right? And at the same time, I was clearing my iPad book, and I saw PDF of, at the time while I was reading Nostradamus, right, I was wondering if actually The Simpsons is referring to Nostradamus riddle. But then it's like I was questioning that, right? It's like just like intrusive thought. And then while I was cleaning up my iPad, I found this, something that I have downloaded a long time ago. Okay, Simpson Time Travel Explained. I have downloaded it before. So basically, this is not magic. This is what happens when you're walking on the right path, on your own path. You will find your belongings along the way. Like all the books I've read before, all the PDF I've downloaded before, that I may have read it, but I don't remember I've read it, because I had my oblivious moment too, oblivious phase too, right? But like I said, if you keep growing, if you keep expanding your knowledge, you're gonna start looking at things differently. Even if I was oblivious, like when I was reading, I have oblivious state where I start reading Alchemist, and then I was less oblivious, I read again, and then I start Second Awakening, and I read again. I look at it, every time I read it, I look at it differently, because I keep growing up. This water, last time I don't even look at it, I didn't even want to understand it and whatnot. After I fell sick though, I start looking at it as sacred as well. And if I go back to chemistry class, I might be looking at it from chemical equation sheet. H2O and more. Is it alkaline? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't fail my chemistry, but I'm not good at 12. I was on the edge. It's like the more we expand our knowledge, we start looking at things differently. Depends on what area we're focusing on. And because my path is about understanding myself so much that my power with my throat chakra is like that, you see? I'm gonna shut up. I will react to everything that happened to me. That's what I'm gonna do. And because it has to do with learning as well, expanding my knowledge, as everything comes easy to me. Materials, resources comes easy to me. It's like I want book, there I have a lot of books that I can read. I don't have to buy anything new. You see, if you're on your right path, you don't have to spend money on anything. No shit. You have everything for you prepared within your access. Be it you're rich or you're not, everything is accessible. If it's you, if it's meant for you, if it's your path, you don't have to try hard. It comes easy to you. Okay, like I said, because my path is about creating too, right? Everything comes easy for me. I want to create, I have everything prepared for me. Everything is accessible. I don't buy no shit. I create from all the resources within me. So if you want to know what's yours, start with what's your hobby, what you like to do when you want to spend your time. For those people who believe in friends, ask your friend to describe me, not mine. Describe you, like friend and friend. Please ask your friend to describe you. See, it's like what do you notice about me that I always do, or if something about you that left impression on her, on them. What is it? There, you got your answer. What do you think I'm good at? What do you think what kind of friend am I to you? You know what I'm saying? But you have to use your discernment too, because sometimes people will flatter you. If you're asking me, I would some people come from distorted view, so use your discernment, and what's important is heal yourself.